So Oprah Winfrey decided to do a documentary on Michael Jackson. T.I., he has some words for this. He doesn't like it very much. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, T.I. is not a fan of Leaving Neverland, as a lot of people aren't, by the way. And before I even go any further into this, some people were in my comment section on a different video and they said, do I find it a little peculiar that Gayle King was interviewing R. Kelly and Oprah Winfrey did a documentary on Michael Jackson, and both of them was talking about sexual relations with minors, or basically they was doing smear campaigns, the individuals were saying, and they asked me, did I find it a little peculiar or did I find it odd? And quite frankly, I don't. But that's me. I don't find it odd whenever you have individuals being attacked in the public eye, whether they did it, whether they actually did do the thing or whether they didn't do the thing. I don't find it odd. But that's just me. Anyway, T.I. is livid over allegations against Michael Jackson shared in the Leaving Neverland documentary. The rapper believes the two-part documentary that claims Jackson conducted long-term sexual abusive relationships with two young boys is an assault against African-American culture. Now, this is where I'm going to disagree with T.I., because to say that that is an assault on African-American culture is basically implying that having sexual relationships with children is an African-American thing. That's part of our culture. I'm going to say no. So that's where I disagree with him on this. But at the same time, I do agree with, I read a little bit further. Shout out to Complex. This is this article is from Complex. It was by Alex Galbraith. So it goes on to say, in a series of Instagram posts, T.I. defended Jackson while pointing a finger at other white American icons who he believes would not be held up to scrutiny. Now, this I agree with. Often whenever we do videos where we're speaking about a Michael Jackson, or we're speaking about not just Michael Jackson in particular, but somebody tries to bring up that Michael Jackson was a child molester or whatever the case is, or we're talking about R. Kelly and people want to bring up the fact that the belief that R. Kelly has been molesting children. Often you're going to find people that say, why don't they also go after the white people who are accused of these same things? And I'm saying go after everyone. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying go after everyone. I'm not saying, well, let's not go after the black people until they also go after the white people. I'm saying, why can't we just go after everyone? But I do get what T.I.'s point is, and I do get what a lot of these individuals that leave it in the comments point is. They're not going to go after white people who do this, or if they do go after the Caucasian people who has been accused of these things, or who has possibly actually did any of these things, nothing is going to happen. I get that. I get that. That's basically what's being implied. So I get that. But I'm saying, personally myself, I believe they need to go after everyone. That's all I'm saying. Dead men can't speak. So what was the point again? He wrote on Instagram. Destroy another strong black historical legend. It's several examples of pedophilia in American history. If y'all pull up all your old shit, we gotta examine Elvis Presley, Hugh Hefner, and a whole slew of other guilty of the same, if not more. Now, this is the point where I'm gonna definitely agree 100% with T.I. Now, when people bring up Hugh Hefner and we're talking about R. Kelly, I say that that's not an apples to apples comparison. One of the reasons being is R. Kelly's still alive. Hugh Hefner has passed away. Hugh Hefner was actually in the business of selling sex. R. Kelly is in the business of selling the fantasy of sex. I get where people might think that these might be apples to apples comparisons. I just don't. But as far as Michael Jackson is concerned, due to the fact that Michael Jackson has passed away, and bringing up anything like this is in actuality, well, is actually going to be painting them in a bad light and destroying their historical position or their history in their position in history. I think that that's more of a apples to apples comparison. So yes, I agree 100%. If you're going to bring up Michael Jackson, then yes, you should also bring up Elvis Presley. You should also bring up Hugh Hefner. I'm 100% behind that, and I think that T.I. is 100% correct with that particular accusation. The T.I. post shared was an interview between Piers Morgan and Michael Jackson from 1999, where Michael vehemently denied that he would ever abuse a child. I would slit my wrists before I would harm a child. I actually remember that interview. I would never, ever, Mr. Jackson said. If it wasn't for children, I would throw in the towel. I would kill myself. I wouldn't care to live. Oh, before we go any further about that particular interview, I actually remember it. Okay, so often you're going to hear people say that some of the children that actually stayed with Michael Jackson, or some of the actual actors that were children that stayed with Michael Jackson now, that's still in the light a little, or have some kind of platform that they could speak on and people will listen, like Corey Feldman, like who's another one? The kid that put the Home Alone kid. I can't remember his name. But they always defend Michael Jackson. They always say that he never touched them. They always said that they don't know what anybody else is talking about. They always say that they tried to protect him, or he tried to protect them. Now, let me just say something while we still on this before I go any further. Corey Haim, if I believe it is him, has actually went on record that going to visit Michael Jackson was where he was able to go where the actual pedophiles weren't able to get to him. This is coming out of Corey Feldman's mouth. I don't know how true this is or isn't. But what he said was, when they went to go visit Michael Jackson, the pedophiles that actually were in Hollywood weren't able to come get him. It was a safe place. This is what Corey Feldman said. I believe it was Corey Feldman. It might have been Macaulay Culkin, but I believe it was Corey Feldman. So I don't know. That's what Corey Feldman said. I don't know. Take it what you want. Back to T.I. The rapper shared a follow-up post questioning the cultural idea that men can't dedicate their life to helping children without being perverse. He used the post to say, again, that African American culture is under attack. I don't 100% agree with that the whole entire African American culture is under attack. I do think that he's trying to rally black people behind Michael Jackson, saying that we have to protect this particular icon and his memory. Okay, so for everybody that don't know, just involving just music in general, Michael Jackson basically paved the route for a lot of individuals to own their own masters. What some people don't understand is this. When Michael Jackson, before he passed away, he was going to take a lot of the artists that were on Sony and put them in a position where they were going to be able to own their own masters and therefore own their own career path. This was something that a lot of music execs did not want. This is something that music execs were against. A lot of these SoundCloud rappers are doing much better financially as far as stability is concerned. These rappers that are not signed to anyone, these rappers that are making their own money, as far as financially, they're doing better than these rappers who are signed, and they got this company and that company giving them millions of dollars. Because in reality, a lot of that money, they're never going to be able to pay back. I'm going to give you a real quick story about what the music industry was doing back in the 90s, just if people don't know. It was more prevalent in the 90s than the 80s, but it was bad in the 80s also. One of the tactics that they would use is they would sign you to a deal, right? They would give you X amount of dollars. You would make an album. Your album can't be released unless they sign off on that album being released. So you make an album. You think the album is good. You think the album should be released. They decide they're not going to release your album. If they don't release your album, you can't pay back the money that you owe. Because that money that they gave you at signing, that wasn't your money. That was their money. So now you can't pay back their money. So now you're in debt to them. Because they are not going to let your album drop. For anybody that's thinking I'm crazy, I don't know what I'm talking about, Birdman just did the same thing to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne finished an album. Birdman didn't want to let Lil Wayne's album to drop. He just did this. He just did this. You know how many artists were signed in the 90s? And now they have you on the hook. You owe them money. So now you know what you're going to do? They don't want you. They want your talent. They don't want who you are. They want your ability to make music. And they want to attach that to an artist that they want to push. An artist that they can't control. Because now that they have an artist that isn't even actually writing their music, they're going to own the music. Do you understand? Because you owe them money. So when you write these songs, they buy the song from you because you owe them money. So they're going to buy the song for you and give it to somebody else. That person is going to then go take that song, record that song. They don't own that song. The song is owned by the company. The company now, they just took an artist who has actual talent on writing. They probably gave his writing to somebody who's a better performer, in all fairness, but somebody that they control. So now that when they make this music that they make, the company already bought that music, bought those lyrics, bought that sound from somebody else. So this is owned by, Universal or whoever the hell. This is what Michael Jackson was trying to prevent from happening. So just so we could get an understanding of that. If anybody was ever wondering why there would be a good reason to bash him. Anyway, so that's all we got on this. I want to know where y'all guys stand on this. Did y'all think are y'all behind Leaving Neverland? Or y'all now? Because I heard a lot of people are upset at Oprah Winfrey. I want to know, what do you think about that? Do you think that the whole Oprah stance was a good idea? Oprah Winfrey being attached to this project. Do you think that was a good idea? Do you think she should have did it? Do you think somebody else should have did it? Do you think no one should have did it? I'm just curious. Let me know what y'all guys think. Put it down in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.